Welcome back to KGSM-TV. I'm Reese Payne.
And I'm Ashley Luthons. In this show, along with our usual segments, we have stories about the Heart Year Union event and Missouri Western Dance Company's Heels class.
The Kansas City Chiefs have won their second Super Bowl within the last 3 years. This past Sunday night, the Chiefs took down the Eagles to win Super Bowl 57. Kansas City is ecstatic about this Super Bowl win and piled into the streets of Kansas City for the Super Bowl parade on Wednesday. Here's what the parade looked like from downtown Kansas City.
One, go! Welcome to the Red Kingdom!
In the first clip, you can see and hear a sea of red celebrating the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl 57 win. The Super Bowl parade was hosted on Wednesday, February 15th in downtown Kansas City and ended at the Union Station. Kansas City Chiefs fans are no strangers to these parades. This was the Chiefs' second Super Bowl win in 3 years. City officials expected there to be close to 500,000 people at this parade, and according to KCUR, there ended up being upwards to 1 million people spread across this city to celebrate the Chiefs' victory. At the end of this parade, quarterback Patrick Mahomes, tight end Travis Kelce, linebacker Nick Bolton, and head coach Andy Reid gave speeches. People were climbing stoplights, trees, and buildings to witness this historical speech for themselves. The people of St. Joseph are proud that the Super Bowl journey started here at Missouri Western during the summer training camp and are hopeful that the Chiefs bring home another Super Bowl win this next season. After an amazing Super Bowl parade in Kansas City and celebrating the third Super Bowl that the Chiefs have brought back home to Kansas City, we stand in front of where they started it all, at Missouri Western for their training camp. The Chiefs and Missouri Western hopes that they bring home another Super Bowl win and that they start it right back here on Missouri Western. Reporting for KGSM-TV, Reese Payne. It looks like Kansas City fans are getting pretty good at celebrating Super Bowl wins. We hope to see another Super Bowl win and a crazy parade just like this one next year.
Valentine's Day is a day full of love and appreciation. Heart Year Union was an event hosted here at Missouri Western on Valentine's Day that allowed students to see all of the resources that they have available to them and also receive some free items from members of the student union.
So Heart Year Union is really a time for you to come and connect with all the different campus resources that you're going to find in the union. We got booths from the health center to the Center for Student Involvement and all these different areas. So it's really just a way to get connected with your student union and also get a lot of free stuff in the process, lots of goodies across the board.
Student union is an amazing opportunity to get involved with your campus, and it allows students to get out and see what our campus has to offer with the union. Students also took advantage of gaining free items from this event, such as t-shirts, candy, and a lot of things that people would enjoy on Valentine's Day.
Students can interact with various campus partners that we have. They can get some free swag. If they see all the tables, they can be entered to win a $200 Visa gift card and just kind of make connections on campus.
And they've also got some free food upstairs, and so they can just kind of, it's just a thing to kind of get students involved on campus.
Heart Year Union also had a lot of great food to offer. You can see here by the students' reaction.
Tell the people how the food is.
It's fried mac and cheese.
There were many students that attended Heart Year Union, and they all had positive reactions to getting free materials and a free meal out of Heart Year Union.
Yeah, we're here at Heart Year Union Day. It's absolutely crazy out here, getting to meet everybody, getting our stamps, just been an absolutely crazy academic day.
Yeah, it's a great way to come and meet everybody and get to shake hands and meet new people and learn about the resources around campus.
All right, so this is the Career Development Center, and here we have Take What You Need and Give What You Can. Our mission here at our table is to give words of encouragement. We have different subjects for each of them. They all say something different, but they all have like a different meaning as well. So we've been telling the students to take that and give them away, or take that and keep them, keep reciting it, whatever they need to do. And then something really cool that I love that we're doing is we're actually having them write special notes for random strangers, and hoping that one of our students comes along and sees the note that speaks to them, and they're going to take that and maybe give it away to someone else later down the road.
What a great opportunity for students to learn about all of the resources we have here on campus, and also receive gifts for attending the event. Thank you to our great student union.
This week, some students decided to step up their dancing skills.
On Monday, February 13th, the Missouri Western Dance Company held a heels dance class in honor of Valentine's Day. All were welcome to pick up a pair of heels and learn some new choreography at the Looney. The class was presented and choreographed by Akira Gilmore and Brianna Ward. The room was full of dancers, all with the goal of learning and having some fun on a cold Monday night. The fun, upbeat choreography made for a hard yet exciting class. The dancers learned an entire routine and perfected it within just 2 hours. Everyone gave their all and showed just how much talent this campus has to offer. However, the goal of this class wasn't just to learn a dance.
You feel confident in yourself and to just have fun and to let go of stress and energy and get to bond with other girls or just other people in general.
For more information about Missouri Western Dance Company and upcoming events, follow them on Instagram at MoWest Dance Company. We'll be right back with our top stories and history segment right after the break.
Missouri Western is home to the Walter Cronkite Memorial. The memorial is home to 8 of his Emmys, as well as exhibits showcasing caricatures, space exploration, his wife Betsy Maxwell Cronkite, timelines of his career, and a replica of his CBS newsrooms that visitors can interact with. We invite all of you to explore the Cronkite Memorial. Self-guided tours are available Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
The Missouri Department of Conservation is located on Missouri Western's campus at 701 James McCarthy Drive. All you have to do is open the door and walk in. Once in, you will see all the sorts of animals, live animals, and rawr. Anyways, here's another snake. And a fish, so cute. Outside, you can see ponds, trees, and walking trails. There are even activities for kids. Stop by sometime between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Go Griffs!
Welcome back, everyone. Here's some of the top stories from the past week. On February 13th, 3 students were killed and 5 were injured in a mass shooting that occurred at Michigan State University. The gunman, Anthony McRae, died later that night of self-inflicted gunshot wounds. According to the police, it is still unclear as to why he targeted MSU, as he has no affiliation with the institution. It's also uncertain how McRae was in possession of a firearm. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel said the suspect had not been eligible to have a gun due to a weapons offense conviction from several years ago. The FBI and MSU Police Department are investigating the situation further. Health concerns grow in East Palestine, Ohio, due to a train carrying hazardous chemicals that derailed on February 3rd. Authorities told residents that it is safe to return to their homes in the vicinity of the derailment. However, said residents are skeptical. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources report that the chemical spill killed an estimated 3,500 small fish across 7.5 miles of streams as of Wednesday. Officials told residents to drink bottled water until it is confirmed the water's supply is safe for consumption. The EPA stated, air monitoring since the fire went out has not detected any level of concern in the community that can be attributed to the incident at this time. However, they also informed Norfolk Southern that chemicals carried on the train continue to be released to the air, surface soils, and surface waters. So far, Laura Faust, the Public Information Officer for the Columbiana County Health District, and her department have not received any reports of residents experiencing abnormal symptoms as a result of the chemical spill. The U.S. was able to successfully retrieve the important parts of the Chinese balloon that was shot down off the coast of South Carolina on February 4th. U.S. Northern Command stated crews have been able to recover significant debris from the site, including all of the priority sensor and electronic pieces identified as well as large sections of the structure. Since the balloon was shot down, 3 unidentified objects have been spotted and shot down over the U.S. and Canadian airspace. The search for these objects continues in remote terrain. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby says that the U.S. is ruling out that they were U.S. government objects or that the objects were involved in external intelligence collection efforts, such as China's spy program. We will keep you up to date as more information is released.
Here at KGSM-TV, we want to highlight the life and legacy of Annie Lee Cooper. Cooper became well known for her civil rights activism in the Selma voting rights movement of 1965. That January, Cooper stood in line outside of the Dallas County Courthouse in order to register to vote. Sheriff Jim Clark demanded she vacate the premises. However, she did not budge. Sheriff Clark jabbed Cooper in the neck with his club, which led to Annie Lee Cooper turning around and knocking him unconscious. She was detained, beaten, and held in jail for 11 hours before she was released. Her story became more popular when it was brought to light in the 2014 film Selma, where she was portrayed by Oprah Winfrey. If you're looking for a film to watch this February, maybe you should add Selma to your list. After the break, we will have Harry and Kenan in for the sports update.
As fun as college is, it can be a really stressful time.
It's easy to feel alone.
Even in full classrooms, sometimes it still feels like you have no one.
It's especially easy to feel isolated during these crazy times.
It's hard to recognize the signs when you don't know them.
Don't be afraid to reach out and get help.
There are always ways to get help on campus.
The counseling center is always ready to work with you.
There's also lots of ways to get help off campus.
There are several different hotlines you can reach out to.
Make sure to check in on your friends and family.
Keep an eye out for the signs.
There's no shame in recognizing that you're struggling.
There's no shame in asking for help.
There is no shame in taking care of yourself.
You and your mental health are the priority.
See the signs. Take action.
Take action.
Take action.
Take action.
Take action.
Take action.
I'd really encourage, if you need to talk to someone, reach out to us. That's what we're here for.
Hello, welcome to the esports arena. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, so you're just letting everyone in? Yeah.
Looking for a place to hang out, game, or just relax? The Griffin Esports Arena is open to all students. Head on over today.
Welcome to KGSM Sports. I'm Kenan Bielovats.
I'm Harry Loomis, and Kenan, I'm sure Missouri Western fans are well aware of Griffin men's basketball's recent history with Northwest Missouri State. The 3-time defending Division II champions from Maryville have taken the last 22 matchups in the Highway 71 rivalry. The Griffins' last win came January 12th, 2013, and the Bearcats come into town this Saturday in a crucial part of the season. Right now, the Griffins sit 8th in the MIAA standings with 4 games left to earn a spot in the 10-team MIAA Basketball Championship Tournament. Fortunately for the Griffins, after Northwest, the Griffins have home games against Newman, Thursday against Nebraska Kearney, and Saturday against Pittsburgh State. Teams contending with Missouri Western like Central Missouri, Northeastern State, and Washburn playing each other, the Griffins have a golden opportunity to secure their place in Kansas City.
Coming into Saturday's matchup against Northwest, Missouri Western women's basketball has been white hot. Going 9-1 in their last 10 games boosts their confidence of the Griffins. But Northwest has always been a thorn in Missouri Western's side. Despite the last meeting where Missouri Western dominated the Bearcats 55-37, the last 5 matchups between these two teams have surprisingly went Northwest's way. As of this moment, Missouri Western is tied for second with Central Missouri. The Griffins have already secured their spot in Kansas City, but look to climb the table even further in an attempt to become the #1 seed. Following a visit from the Newman Jets, Missouri Western will close their season off against Pittsburgh State, who are the #4 seed.
Sunday is opening day for Griffin Lacrosse, kicking off their third season against Concordia St. Paul at Spratt Stadium. Hopes are high for the Griffins, who are projected to finish third in the GLVC on the back of stars like Mackenzie Porter and Sam Pruitt. Jessica Burke's team could be in store for a very special spring.
Missouri Western Track and Field took part in the 8th annual Gorilla Classic last week at Pittsburgh State and once again continued to see records shatter. Caden Krieger broke the Missouri Western men's 3,000-meter race record time with 8 minutes, 27 seconds. Alyssa Mahoney also set a new personal record in the women's shot put with a throw that went 13.37 meters. Next for both Griffin's teams is the MIAA Championships on February 25th.
Griffin baseball is back on the road this weekend in Joplin, Missouri for the MIAA GLVC crossover. The team's off to a promising start, going 2-1 last weekend in Arkadelphia. The only loss coming in is a buzzsaw in Southern Arkansas. Give a call to the senior Samson Homecombe. The St. Joseph native pitched 4 2/3 shutout innings, allowing just 2 hits and fanning 4 batters. Stay tuned after the break as we bring back the Roundtable.
A leading problem I've faced is a misunderstanding on the part of students of the importance of academic advising. They miss appointments. They don't make appointments. But what's most disappointing is when they come unprepared. Give me a student with a plan in their head, or better yet, on paper. We could talk about their interests, not just about their classes. We could discuss internships, classwork, grad programs. It would open the door to what advising is truly about.
Can I help you?
But instead, they come to me in a panic when they need to register because...
I need to talk to you. I was trying to register for my classes, but it wouldn't let me do it because I need my PIN, and I haven't had time to set up an advising, so I don't even know what classes I need to take, so I just signed up for a bunch of random ones, and I'm going to drop them later. So can I have my PIN real fast, because I'm still logged into a computer in the lab? Am I interrupting?
Take ownership of your education. Make the most of your advisement by being proactive, punctual, and prepared. You'll open the door to more personalized attention and avoid costly setbacks. It's never too soon to begin planning your next steps at Missouri Western.
Welcome back here to KGSM-TV. That's Kenan Bielavac. My name is Harry Loomis. We're bringing back the Roundtable. Topic on everyone's mind, Northwest Missouri coming into town this Saturday. Kenan, we all know the story. Men's basketball has lost the last 22 in a row to the 3-time national champions. Simply put, what's the key to reversing that?
Key to reversing it is playing at your pace, at your tempo. Look, we've seen how Northwest can go. They're leading the MIAA in fast break points, bench points, you name it, they're leading it. But you have to play to your style of tempo. You can't allow those last 22 games to affect you. You have to go into this competition thinking, okay, it's 0-0, let's focus on our game, on our 2 halves, and we'll see at the end of the day if we can pull it off. You can't allow yourself to think of the past.
Absolutely. And, looking back last year, last time Bearcats were in St. Joe, last February, they took home an 84-61 win. Close game at halftime, but the Bearcats outscored the Griffins 49-29 in the second half. Jerron Thames led the Griffins with 27 points that day, but Diego Bernard, St. Joseph product at Northwest Missouri, 11-10, took over that second half. He's a guy, we really didn't know what to expect with Northwest. Trevor Hudgens going to the NBA. But Diego, probably the best defender in the MIAA. His scoring gone from 11.9 points a game last year all the way up to 16.8 this year. What makes him so hard to game plan against?
Well, what makes it so hard for him to game plan against is not only is he the best defender, he's the best point guard, and arguably, no question, he's the best player in the MIAA. If you're looking at his numbers right now, he's averaging 16 points per game. Yes, but he's shooting 28% from 3. Last year, he shot 40%. If he were to shoot 32, 33% from 3, he could arguably be averaging 23, 24. You have to contain him. You can't stop Diego Bernard. The only thing you can do is try to contain him. In a situation like that, I'm looking at Julius Dixon. Last game, he took over on the defensive side against
Emporia State.
Against Emporia State, against Owen Long, the D1 transfer. If I'm Julius Dixon, I'm like, okay, I've proved myself against a Division I transfer. Now I got to focus on the Division II. The best player in D2, Diego Bernard. But you can't sag off him because he will hit that shot, but you can't play up tight with him because he will blow by you, and that's where his biggest strength is. The mid-range, time and time again, he has that beautiful floater, a nice, smooth mid-range jump shot. But if you collapse defense, he will find somebody open, such as Bennett Sturts. He's a freshman, averaging 12 points per game, 40% from 3, which is third best in the MIAA as a freshman. Luke Waters, their third option, averaging 11.5. He's a problem. But then you also have Daniel Abreu. This Northwest team is loaded. But when I'm looking at Missouri Western, you have to force them to play your style of game to make them earn it.
Absolutely. I think it's going to take a team performance to beat this Bearcats team. You want to talk about team performance. That's exactly what Candy Whitaker's team is doing. Northwest women also in town on Saturday. The Griffins are one of the most complete offenses in the MIAA. Northwest is led by Molly Hartnett. She's averaging 13.4 points a game. She's been able to show up in some big opportunities. She had 26 points in a game in the MIAA tournament last year. What's going to be the key to stopping her?
Well, the key to stopping her is you can't allow her to get going early. So far in the season, she's had 6 20-point games, and she's a pure distributor with the ball. Don't let those scoring numbers affect you. She can find anybody open. She's like Diego Bernard. But if I'm Missouri Western, I have to send Connie Clark against her. Okay, Connie Clark, 78 steals in the MIAA, leading the MIAA with 2.9 steals a game, and you have to pressure her early. You have to close out on every single person. Kelsey Fields, you have to have a body on her. When I'm looking at my forwards, I'm looking at Jordan Cunningham, Trinity Knapp. She has 10 rebounds a game, Fields. If she gets a 3, 4, 5 second chance opportunities, that can swing the game in a pivotal way because they've lost to UCM, they've lost to Nebraska Kearney, they've lost to Washburn, but all of those losses have come in the last second or in overtime and by 1. So you can't allow yourself to be at ease just because they have a negative record. Also, Jana Green, 1.2 blocks in the MIAA, which is tied for 7th in the nation. Evelyn Vasquez, an absolute pest on the defensive side. She's averaging 2 steals a game, which is 5th best in the MIAA. But when it comes to Missouri Western, the experience is there. Northwest is still a team trying to find their image, but Missouri Western for the last 4 seasons have found themselves.
Absolutely. And, I think I can speak for everyone when I say I love getting to play Northwest Missouri. That energy on Saturday is going to be incredible. What do you think?
Oh, it's going to be arguably the best game of the year. Just seeing everybody coming down from Central, from Maryville, the surrounding counties, that game is going to be buzzing. It's going to be rocking. It's going to be one heck of a time.
It's going to be awesome. It's exactly what the sport's meant to be. It just means a little bit more this weekend. Kenan, good work as always. That's our roundtable. Show wraps up after this.
Coming up on Friday, February 24th, we'll be covering Missouri Western's Food Bank Friday, Accounting Club, and we'll have our last Black History Month segment over the Tulsa Race Massacre.
And Kenan, I will be covering all Griffin basketball and Lacrosse's home opener against Concordia St. Paul.
Be sure to stay up to date with all things KGSM-TV by following us on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you again on Friday.